Hello, everybody.
Hi. I'm Katie.
I'm Christophe.
And this little munchkin here, she's looking for treats,
It's
is Monkey.
hence KCM Homebound Quiz. So thank you so much for joining today. Quite a lot more people than last week.
Yeah.
Live, that is. So that warms our hearts. So thank you very much again. Now the camera is playing. We're going to wait maybe just 1 or 2 seconds.
Yep.
For Joe to connect.
For any people who this is their first time, thank you very much again. And we really appreciate if you're enjoying it. Do leave comments as we go. Obviously, we've got a live chat box, but we would ask you as you go along not to leave answers to any questions because we don't want to spoil it for other people. But yeah, we really hope you do enjoy it. We've got 5 topics this week. For those that joined last week, there are a couple same topics.
And we changed a few as well. So
to keep it fresh. But let us know if there's ones that you really enjoyed, and we will do them in future quizzes.
No, it seems like the autofocus is playing with us. So please bear with us. Hopefully we won't have any technical issues. So I think we fixed the Wi-Fi problem. So please, again, like, comment. I'm not sure what's going on here. That's not good. Like, comment, and yeah, if you like the video, that helps us rank on YouTube so more people will join live today. Right, so we're going to have 5 rounds as usual, 10 questions each, and 70 points up for grabs. I'm not sure what's going on here. Shall we start?
Let's go.
Okay. Not sure what's going on. Grabs. I'm not sure what's going on here. Shall we start?
Let's go.
Okay. Not sure what's going on. Grabs. I'm not sure what's going on here. Sorry, guys, I've got no clue.
Technical issues as always.
Okay, perhaps I'm not sure what's going on here. Sorry, guys, I've got no clue.
Technical issues as always.
Okay, perhaps I'm not sure what's. Can you see us? Can you hear us now?
Hopefully.
Okay, well, my God. Okay, so round 1.
TV.
Baba.
So you've got 10 questions here and 10 points up for grabs.
Thank you, Martin.
Thanks, Martin. Always something.
Don't know why it's playing up like that, but anyway.
Let's get started. So question 1.
Yes, come on. Question 1. Trying to fix the autofocus issue.
So, TV series title with 1 point. Jim Hopper is one of the leading characters of which popular Netflix series? TV series title. Jim Hopper is one of the leading characters of which popular Netflix series?
Yeah, we love that series. We're not the only one as well. So, and now that we've got time on our hands, or at least some of us have, feel free to go and jump on that series.
Show, but we can't tell you too much now, otherwise it might give it away.
I'm trying to make sure the focus works, so if you see me going in the center, simply for focus reasons. So that's question number 1. Now, question number 2, still in TV. So, like last time, sorry, Monkey's playing up now, we're trying to make it more interesting. So there's a mix of text-based questions and also
mixed media.
Okay, interesting. So basically here, the idea is to give us the name of the TV shows. So please give us the name of the TV series. So we've got 30 seconds to do so. And like last time, we made sure that you'll have another opportunity to go through all the questions just before we give you all the answers. We have a 4-minute break, and now Monkey is dying to come on my lap. So you've got 7 minutes. Please give us
There's
the
a small
TV series.
clue. It is obviously on Apple TV, which is recently launched. So it is a show that's come out recently in probably the last, several months?
Last 3 months.
3 months.
6 months, yeah. And it's a good show, actually. We're quite pleasantly surprised. Not sure about the autofocus, though. God, what's going on today? So now question number 3. Sorry, guys. Hello?
Yep, question 3, TV series title again. So you've got 1 point. What was the most pirated TV show between 2012 and 2017? What was the most pirated TV show between 2012 and 2017? Not that we condone pirating, but it does happen. So see if you can figure that one out. It's one of the clues is obviously the date. So think of a show that occurred during that time.
Yep, we love that show. I love that show more
You
than
loved
you.
it, yeah.
But,
I was fine with it. It was all right.
Another show is over, by the way. Another clue. Question, you can see my hand. Talk to the hand, sorry. Question number 4. So, Bella Ciao, used for the Italian resistance protesting Nazi Germans during World War II, is the theme song of which popular Netflix show? So we need a TV series title here. So, Bella Ciao, used for the Italian resistance protesting Nazi Germans during World War II, is the theme song of which popular Netflix show? We love that show. It became one of our favorite shows.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's definitely one of my favorite shows, and I think they're coming back with the next series, so I'm very excited about that.
Very temperamental.
Yeah, we're not sure what's going on with this.
We're going to fix it during the break. So
please bear with us. Bit of a pain.
Yeah. What is question number 5?
Question
TV.
5. Answer is 1 point. So, what is the main link between the show Damages, The Good Wife, and How to Get Away with Murder? What is the main link between Damages, The Good Wife, and How to Get Away with Murder?
We've got another 15 seconds here. Sorry, now I'm just trying to
sort out the Zoom.
It's going to get better, and hopefully we won't have any Wi-Fi problem hopefully today.
Just this sort of weird blurring.
No, I'm gonna fix that during the break. Apologies for that. Shouldn't do it at all. But question number 6. So here again, you remember last time. So we used some extra graphic design skills here to remove the
very high level skills.
Title of the series. Last time was movie posters. Here is TV series. We love that series. It's super fun. So please give us the name of the TV series here.
It's not necessarily a current series, but it seems to have lasted over time. The humor still works now.
I mean, it aged very well. We still watch it actually. If you're in the UK in the morning, it's still broadcasted. So that's a bit of a clue here.
So question 7.
Number 7, indeed.
Who is the only character in The Simpsons which has 5 fingers instead of 4 for all other characters? Who is the only character in The Simpsons which has 5 fingers instead of 4 for all other characters? I personally did not get this. I thought I did. I was like, oh, I think I know which one it is, but no. Quite good question for those who are Simpsons aficionados.
It is. Even so, actually, even if you love The Simpsons, pretty hard. That's one of the hardest questions today. Question number 8. So, which lead actor in the iconic 90210, it's Beverly Hills in France, was the title of the series.
I think it's Beverly Hills 90210.
Yeah, TV series passed away, unfortunately, in 2019.
So we're obviously not talking about the one that it was a remake or a redo of the first original series.
I'm going to try to fix it live, guys.
Okay, so I'm going to carry on with the quiz while he fixes the whole video. So which lead actor in the iconic Beverly Hills 90210 TV series passed away in 2019?
Stay on that just for a second, if you don't mind.
Oh, Okay, I've moved on to the next question.
Okay, move to the next question.
So, next question, question number 9. TV series title for 1 point. Brad Pitt, George Clooney, Reese Witherspoon, and Julia Roberts all appeared in which popular TV series? Brad Pitt, George Clooney, Reese Witherspoon, and Julia Roberts all appeared in which popular TV show?
I'm back.
He's
Should
back.
work now.
Hopefully, we won't have this crazy blurry thing.
Can you tell us in the live chat if you see her well? You should.
If we have any issues or you see anything, just message us.
Start the clock.
Okay.
See, I leave Katie 2 seconds and she can't do the clock. I'm going to start the clock. So you basically you had more time for that question.
Exactly.
No problem.
Or if you want to discuss any of the previous ones, if you're playing against other people, do it now because you've got an extra 20 or 30 seconds for it.
Thank you, Sophie, for
that. Not leave me in charge.
I know, yes, that's fine. Of course, you're highly capable. I think at least the focus should be sorted.
Now.
Thank you, Sophie. Apologies for that. That's never use autofocus when you do those things, and that's a rookie mistake. But that never happen again.
Never leave me in charge. Second rookie mistake.
That's a big mistake. And question number 10, the final question of the first round. So what, and I put the countdown for Sophie and you all. What do Eddie Redmayne, Dominic West, Damian Lewis, and Hugh Laurie all have in common? I repeat, what do Eddie Redmayne, Dominic West, Damian Lewis, and Hugh Laurie all have in common? So they're all like Brits, but they're all like extremely famous.
Yeah, and don't put they're all actors. That's a bit of a cheat, so that's not the answer. I'm telling you now.
No, there is a real connection, and except for talent, and again, talented and being...
Think a little more outside the box is basically what we're saying.
Exactly. So that's for the message there. That's the end of round 1. Again, I know I insist, but you will have the opportunity to see the questions again before we give you the answers. So no worries if you missed one or two. So that is
the end of this round. Next round, if
you're
ready.
Round number 2, so travel.
Travel. So this is one we're bringing back because we had some positive feedback about this one.
A lot of people like this round. So
yeah.
So
20?
Sorry?
20 points for this one or 10?
It is 20 points,
20
for this one.
Good.
And now, so question number 1. Can I start? Or?
Yep, sure. So what country has the longest infinity pool in the world? What country has the longest infinity pool in the world?
Yep. And yeah. So if you can give us the country, and if you want, you can give also the name of
the place it's located.
Yeah.
If you want to do your own
that would be
bonus.
1 extra point for you.
Yeah, that's like a secret point. If you're like coming neck and neck and you need a tiebreaker, maybe that may be it.
We've been to both, and it's quite spectacular.
Yeah, definitely.
Even though we don't really like the hotel as such, but inside.
Yeah. And there was a little clue.
Okay. Rookie mistake again. It's a hotel. Question number 2. So for 2 points, please. So 1 point, give us the landmark, the name of that place, and second, the country. So 1, monkey's crazy, she's smelling the treats. 1, please give us the landmark name, so the place, and the country. Again, it's breathtaking, and we've been there as well. And,
very fortunate. I have a feeling Sophie will know this one.
Joe as well.
Joe will probably know this one too. Actually, there's quite a few people that might know this one. Ben should probably know this one too. Yeah, I think this is hopefully quite an easy one. I say that, but then you never know.
Again, we try to make it fun. I mean, we don't really go for really obscure questions, but a few of them are tricky, though.
Definitely.
Did you do this one for me? Especially for you, Sophie, so thank you for joining tonight. Next question, so question number 3.
So you get 1 point for naming the waterfall and 1 point for naming the country. What is the tallest waterfall in the world? What is the tallest waterfall in the world?
Yeah.
1 point for each. So you've got 2 points at this one.
Yes.
I don't think I knew this. I mean, I knew of the waterfall. I did not know it was the tallest one.
Me too.
Haven't been there.
Me neither. Hopefully one day.
Mm-hmm.
That's supposed to be my
one day when we can leave our houses.
Yeah. Not just be happy to go to the gym, so local gym, so let alone that beautiful place, in all fairness.
Bucket list goals.
Exactly. Go to Piccadilly Circus. Question number 4. So, the Maori are the indigenous people of which country? So please give us the name of the country. The Maori are the indigenous people of which country?
Yeah.
Beautiful country.
Well, so we hear.
Yes. Never been there.
No. Although I hear it's a lot like Scotland in terms of like the temperature, which doesn't exactly entice me.
No, if you say it that way. No, but we love, no, Scotland's beautiful, but yeah, in terms of
temperature, you don't go there for the weather, let's be honest.
Not quite.
Question 5. Name the country for 1 point. What are the top 3 most densely populated countries in the world? What are the top 3 most... Shush!
Your show is starting.
What are the top 3 most densely populated countries in the world? So you actually can get a point for each of these. So 3 points in total if you get all 3. So you're thinking about countries that may not be that they're huge countries. In fact, quite the opposite. They may be small countries with a lot of people. So you're thinking about how many people per capita. So obviously, if you lived in a mansion that had 400 people and you lived in a 1-bedroom apartment, 400 people, the bedroom would win.
Exactly. Pretty much the same. So think about that. Usually not massive countries, yeah. But...
No.
Question number 6. We hope the pace is good. Again, you can pause the stream actually if we go too fast, but we think it's good. You've got 30 seconds, so then to give us 2 things. One is the name of the landmark here, and that's the structure in red. And second, the name of the city.
I hope you know what the structure is.
Yes.
Not even the name, just what the structure is.
So please, 2 points. The name of the landmark and the name of the city. I mean, I like that city, but we can't really enjoy it.
I'm not as big a fan. Living there, no.
So question number 7 then.
Question number 7. The Explorer's Grand Slam involves climbing the 7 summits and doing what else? The Explorer's Grand Slam involves climbing the 7 summits and doing what else?
That's my question.
It is your question. And apparently it's also called the Adventurer's Grand Slam. So if you know it by that name, then maybe that will help.
That's correct, yeah.
I
don't want to give 2 points, but Katie said no.
No, 1 point. We got to be strict with this. Because 70 is such a normal number to have as a final score.
So yes, you need to do something else in addition to climbing the 7 summits.
Yep.
Next question. Again, you'll see the question again a bit later. Question number 8. So what's the name of the hotel? And here, so 3 hotels, so 3 points each. 1 point each and 3 points in total. What are the top 3 biggest hotels in the world in terms of number of bedrooms? So what are the top 3 biggest hotels in the world in terms of number of bedrooms? So not just size, but number of bedrooms.
Van knows. I think he's talking about the other one, and I'm not surprised because he's Mr. Fitness. So if it is the one, the Adventures one, Grand Slam, I bet Van definitely knows.
Maybe Van is part of the exclusive club.
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be quite an achievement, mate. So 3 biggest hotels in the world.
We've been to 1. We thought we've been to 2, but I think we've only been to 1. I mean, not stayed it, just visited it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So question number 9. And Monkey is starting to...
So this is a landmark and a city. It's another photo challenge. You get 1 point for each. Name this landmark and the city that it is located in. Quite an interesting little thing. Apparently it's quite a small landmark, or quite small when you can see it.
I missed it the first time I was looking for it, to be honest. And I'm not the only one. The monkey is growling. Yeah. So please, the name of the landmark, this little guy, and the name of the city.
Yep, indeed.
I'll give a tip. Or...
Well, yeah. I mean, what tip?
I don't know. It's a European city.
European city. That might help.
Are you sarcastic, Chris? About what? Always, Martin. Always. Question number 10.
10.
It's me? Yeah.
It's you.
Iguazu Falls So we would the name of the country, please. Iguazu. Oh, the two countries, one each. Sorry. Iguazu Falls borders which two countries? So Iguazu Falls borders which two countries?
I know there's definitely a couple people that will know. Actually, I think there's
Well,
quite a lot. Actually, watching will know. I think I did actually know this one. Which sounds really sad because I wrote the question.
I mean, it's quite well known. I think, even if people didn't go there.
Yeah.
And we haven't, so hopefully you can one day.
Yeah. So yeah, hopefully you got this one.
So that was question number 10.
So next round.
So next round. Yeah.
Question round number 3.
So that's a new section, new round or type for us, theater and musicals. So that's a bit more interesting if you're not into it. But again, even if you're not a massive fan, the questions are accessible.
We haven't made them like some play that happened once on Broadway in 1976. It's not that
just
obscure.
For one night.
So hopefully you'll be able to get these ones, even if you're not a theater goer on the regular.
Exactly. So out of the 70 points you can grab for the 5 rounds, this is a 10-point
10-pointer.
section. Yeah. Okay, so question number 1.
Go ahead.
Okay. Name the expression for 1 point. So what superstitious alternative is used in the theater to wishing someone good luck? I repeat. What superstitious alternative is used in the theater to wishing someone good luck? Name the expression for 1 point.
If you don't get this, I don't blame you, but when you hear the answer, I'm sure you'll be kicking yourself.
Yeah, because we could use it as well in the regular life.
Yeah, it's become more common use.
It's pretty common now. It comes from the theater world. So that was question number 1. Question number 2.
Question 2. Name the musical for 1 point. My Shot, The Story of Tonight, and You'll Be Back are songs from which world-acclaimed musical?
So I had to put that on. No, there is none this week. That's for next week. We'll keep you waiting, Joe.
My Shot, The Story of Tonight, and You'll Be Back are songs from which world-acclaimed musical? And as you said, our quiz is not so much UK-centric, it is much more global, so a lot of the questions that we do put won't just be focused on the West End, they'll be on shows that are going around globally, or also be in the US or other big cities that have a lot of theater.
Yeah, but that show is global, and is known globally.
This madam is up to no good tonight, so sorry for the background woofing.
Monkey Camp.
Yeah, if you want to do, just to give you a shot of what we're dealing with right now, we have Monkey Cam. There she is, the little madam who is not happy.
Monkey. Yeah. Say hi. Okay.
No. So back to the quiz for anyone who's not a dog fan anyway.
Okay, so next question. Question number 3. And okay, she doesn't like that show, that's why. Here, please name the musical. So what we did here, we again removed strategically the name of the musical, so it's a quite famous poster here. So please tell us what it is. It's again worldwide, very well-known musical. It's very fun, and we watched it once once or twice.
We've seen it
once
twice,
in the US,
actually. No, in the UK.
No, that one's twice in the UK.
We wanted to see it in the US.
So it's a lot of fun, and it's
Okay, we're gonna have to bring this little poopster up here because
most people must.
She's
know
naughty.
About it.
She's naughty.
Yeah, the monkey's back. You can't really see her, but you can see her.
Probably for the best.
Exactly. Question number 4.
Which Shakespearean play inspired West Side Story? 1 point, so you need to name the play. Which Shakespearean play inspired West Side Story? It's fairly. It's not too hard. It's not one of those really obscure Shakespearean plays like Troilus and Cressida or something.
So so if we do the wine question section, Joe, sorry.
So I think we might have to go back to food and drink for next quiz because it seems to be very popular.
Yeah. So question number 5. So please name the musical. So which Andrew Lloyd Webber musical famously features roller skating actors? I repeat, name the musical. Which Andrew Lloyd Webber musical famously features roller skating actors?
Fun little fact, because I used to do competitive roller skating when I lived in the US. my teacher was actually one of the actors who was in that show.
It's quite fun.
Yeah.
I mean, personally, I was aware of it, but I mean,
Yeah.
never really come across about it. But if you know,
You know.
good for you. if you know,
you know.
You know. Question number 6.
So this is a bit of a word play. So it's not
Yes.
like an anagram where you need to unscramble the letters to create a name of a show, but it's actually another word, which is the name of a show. So The Windy City, if you can come up with what that is, that will be the name of the show. So 1 point for that musical.
Yeah. And there is a clue actually on the slide.
Gave it away a bit, didn't it?
Yeah. Well, to make it a bit easier. But I'm sure most people knew about that.
Yeah.
Question number 7. So name the musical again. Which musical features songs including It Sucks to Be Me, I'm Not Wearing Underwear Today? It's not a statement necessarily. And If You Were Gay. I repeat, it's a great musical. Name the musical which features songs including It Sucks to Be Me, I'm Not Wearing Underwear Today, and If You Were Gay.
Yeah,
We saw that one.
I think our second or third
2 or 3
date,
times.
we went to go see that.
We saw it early. I'd seen it before, and
I suppose
so
if I
fun.
didn't find it funny, then that would have been the end of the
Would have been the
relationship.
end, yeah. That was a good test, So,
Check we had the same sense of humor anyway.
so you'll see that question again in a second. So if you don't know how to answer, monkey. Okay. Question number 8.
So back to our amazing skills with like Photoshop, we have a poster of a very well-known musical. We've taken out the title, but we've left all the other details. So if you've got an amazing vision, you might be able to work it out from that. But otherwise, it is quite a famous poster for this musical. So name that musical for 1 point.
Yeah. It's based on an opera.
Yeah, it's an opera. That might help. Based on an opera. No, it's not an opera. It's based on an opera.
A famous opera. Question number 9, penultimate question of the 3rd round. Name the play. What is the longest running play in the world? I repeat, for 1 point, name the play. What is the longest running play in the world?
Which I'm pretty sure I saw. I think I saw it in like when it was part of it when it was touring, like in Worcester.
Okay, of all places.
Of all places.
I never saw it, but I'd like to see it. It must be fun.
Definitely. So, that is it for the first section.
Nope, no, it isn't.
No, it's not.
There's another one.
We have one more. Oh, question
so that is
10.
It. We decided to stop question 9 because we ran out of material. Question number 10. So just for 1 point. Again, thank you, Baba. It's word play again. So like before, like the Windy City. This time it's celebrity. So please name the musical. And the word here is celebrity. I personally think that one is easy.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Yeah.
We wrote the questions, so it was easy because we knew the answers.
Yeah. Celebrity for 1 point.
Okay, so now...
So we can break. So what we're going to do, we're going to give you 4 minutes to do whatever you have to do. So 1, potentially to go through the questions again. You'll see them for each round for 4 minutes, and or
go grab a drink.
Refill your glasses.
If you are in the UK or maybe even European time zone, grab a alcoholic beverage. If you're not, grab a tea or coffee, but no judgment if it's 1 p.m. and you want to grab a gin and tonic.
Yep.
No
judgment.
Have a quick bathroom break or do whatever you need to do, and we will see you in 4 minutes.
See you in 4. And we're back.
We're back.
No focusing issue, everything is good. So thank you very much. I hope 4 minutes was enough to get the final answers
And top
and
up.
refill. If we've got like 100 likes, I'll tell you what's inside the mug. Not before. And also I'll tell you if I wear pants or not. Okay.
So
shall we
answers.
start?
Yep, let's do it.
Answers, first round, question 1.
TV series title. Jim Hopper is one of the leading characters of which popular Netflix series? And that is Stranger Things.
We love Stranger Things. We're not the only one. And David Harbour, the actor, actually was in a couple of series we love as well, called Banshee, one of them.
Yeah.
The other one is Pan Am.
But I didn't even know he was in them. Although I think he died within.
I think he's in 1 or 2 seasons in Banshee. I double checked.
Oh,
and
okay.
in Pan Am,
I thought he died
same.
quickly.
Yeah, well, that's why he's not the main character, but he's still good there. And he's great in Stranger Things. So, David Harbour. Question number 2. So, TV series title. So, this is a new show launched at the same time as Apple launched TV Plus, and it's The Morning Show. The Morning Show, and we quite liked it, actually.
Yeah.
The reviews were a bit so-so, but FYI, that's I think one of the most, if not the most expensive TV show, with $15 million per episode and more than $150 million budget for 1 season, which is madness. It's much more than Game of Thrones. So.
And when you think of it in that context, you're kind of questioning why, because they're in a
There's
studio.
no CGI, let's put it that way. I mean, the acting is great. And
I think those actors got a very nice paycheck.
Yes.
Let's put it that way.
They do a good job. So
yeah.
Yes. Question number 3.
So TV series title, what was the most pirated TV show between 2012 and 2017? And as we mentioned just a moment ago, it is Game of Thrones.
Just to season 7, to give you an idea, it's been pirated. That's my French. More than 1 billion times. I'm talking just season 7, so it's ludicrous. Question number 4. So bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Used for the Italian resistance, protesting Nazi Germans during WW2, is the theme song of which popular Netflix show, and it's La Casa de Papel, aka Money Heist. Oh,
sorry, Sal.
Yeah, we love La Casa de Papel.
I think
it's a fantastic TV
probably
series.
in my top 3 series.
And we watch a lot of TV series, by the way.
So, it sounds like that's all we do.
No, we do it a lot. So even the classic, like the older ones, and the script is amazing, the acting.
And I personally think you have to watch it with the subtitles rather than have it dubbed, because then you actually hear the voice of it.
It's much better in Spanish, but
whichever way you want to watch it, you should.
Please watch it, yeah. So the 4th part...
Hashtag not sponsored.
Exactly, we're not. 4th part has been released like a few months back, and there's still one more at least, so amazing. Bella ciao. Question number 5.
What is the main link between Damages, The Good Wife, and How to Get Away with Murder? They are all focused on the legal industry, and I think a few of our people that are very kindly watching us today are somewhat linked to the legal industry through their jobs. Not lawyers necessarily, but yeah, that is the link.
That's the link, yeah. And they're all very good shows, yeah. We love The Good Wife, maybe Martin.
Yeah, I think that's one of the 3.
Very great writing. And produced by the Ridley, Scott's brother, Scott and...
Ridley and Tony.
Scots, yeah, okay. Ridley and Tony, yeah.
Basically 2 guys.
Question number 6. So the TV series here is Frasier, and it's hysterical, and it was a spin-off from Cheers,
which is from the 80s,
yeah,
and then Frasier's from the 90s, which went into the
2000. And they're talking about possibly a reunion, so a new series
we'll
in 2020.
I mean, if they do, I just hope they have the same writers, because the writers were exceptional.
It's incredible. You see it on UK TV still. Question number 7.
Who is the only character in The Simpsons which has 5 fingers instead of 4 for all other characters? And it is God. I did not know that.
And you know The Simpsons a lot. I mean, I like The Simpsons a lot, but you know the episodes very well, yeah. I wasn't aware of that. Apparently, as well, most characters, like cartoons like that in Western Europe, are 4 fingers, because it's allegedly cheaper and
cheaper to draw. So.
no, cheaper and faster actually to produce. So that's one of the reasons.
Budget
there.
cutting.
Question number 8. So which lead actor in the iconic Beverly Hills 90210 TV series passed away in 2019? And it's the late Luke Perry. So Luke Perry, I think he was 53, and I remember seeing him first time myself as a Frenchman back in France at the time in The Fifth Element in '97. That was the first time I believe I heard of it.
That was a long time ago.
I'm old. I'm very old. And Jordan, so Jordan got the Simpsons one. Wow.
I know that doesn't make you a nerd. That just makes you an appreciator of the arts that is in the cartooning world.
See, Ross.
Cartoon world?
Yeah.
Anyway,
tell Jordan.
Sorry, moving on swiftly.
So
TV series title. Brad Pitt, George Clooney, Reese Witherspoon, and Julia Roberts all appeared in which popular TV show? And that is Friends. And I have to say, personally, I think the one with Brad Pitt was the funniest.
Yeah, I like Tom Selleck and Bruce Willis, but and apparently they've got more than 230 guest appearances over the 10 years.
That's crazy.
So, but Brad Pitt is pretty fun though. And question number 10, so the last answer of the round 1. What do Eddie Redmayne, Dominic West, Damian Lewis, and Hugh Laurie all have in common? They all attended the prestigious Eton College, which is in Cambridge, which cost a lot of money and it's very high-end. £42,000, I think, a year, which is roughly $50,000 a
Chump
year.
change.
Yeah.
No problem.
College, yeah, exactly. They're all very smart and they're all brilliant actors in all fairness. So,
absolutely.
So that was for round number 1, so TV.
Round 2.
Round number 2, travel. Question 1.
So which country has the longest infinity pool in the world? And that is Singapore. It's located in the MBS, which is Marina Bay Sands, which basically they made these 3 towers with a boat or made to look like a boat on top of it, and the boat is what holds the infinity pool. I think there's slightly maybe some people said it's actually just the longest infinity pool elevated, but that's what we're going with. So
52 stories high and 104 if you found the answer to the previous question. Halong Bay, so it's on the east coast, and that means Halong means descending dragon. If you and it's made of 2,000 islets.
And I think if you go to Vietnam, that's something you have to see.
Yes, you do. And
question number 3.
Question number 3, which doesn't want to come here now. It's going to be interesting to have to do that. Okay, guys.
We're on TV, sorry, but don't worry. We're going to sort this out quickly.
What's going on there?
Sorry, so I'm going to entertain you now with some music styling.
Katie singing.
Absolutely not, but before, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's working. No, it's not working. Keep the entertainment flowing.
I can sing for you guys if you wish.
I'm really sorry again.
We were ready.
We were ready, but turns out technology is not quite things like Zoom and Skype for work calls and fun stuff.
I said that we had overcome all the technical difficulties, but apparently I was mistaken.
So it's just give us a few seconds.
And it's not like we didn't prepare, because we did like 2 dry runs. We spent like so many hours on the slides to make sure everything was perfect. And
the thing is, during those times, it seems like none of this sort of stuff happens, and yet here it is. Okay, we're back. We're back. Question 3.
Question 3, so the name and the country. So what is the tallest waterfall in the world? And it is Angel Falls in Venezuela. That's the tallest waterfall in the world. That's 937 meters, so pretty high. A bit short of 1 kilometer.
Yeah. Question 4.
Well done if you found it.
Yeah, indeed. Question 4. The Maori are the indigenous people of which country? And that is New Zealand.
Indeed.
No extra facts for that? That's the answer.
Yes.
Oh, no.
The Maori actually came to New Zealand in between 1520 and 1550, apparently, so a long time ago.
Question 5.
New Zealand and Vani Singh is from Vietnam, so you did well. Question 5. So please give us the 3 names of 3 countries. So what are the top 3 most densely populated countries in the world? You need to think about small countries, a lot of people. One is Macau, so of Hong Kong. One is Monaco, and was in Singapore.
I didn't know the Singapore one. I probably should have guessed it, but I wouldn't have thought that.
Singapore, you're right, it's a bit...
but it is small, so, and there's a
but
lot of people
it's
there.
still close to 6 million people in Singapore, when you think about it. Yeah.
Wow.
And Macau, yeah. Monaco just under 60,000 people, but it's very small as well. So well done if you found at least one of those.
So heading over to where I grew up in the same state I spent a lot of time in. Same state, not city, because LA is still better, but it is San Francisco is the city, and the landmark is the Golden Gate Bridge. It's actually, you'll find most times of the year it's really difficult to see the bridge because of the fog that comes into San Francisco is crazy. So you'll usually just see the tiny tip of it with fog constantly, unless you hit the right month or months.
It's pretty still pretty iconic.
I think
structure
of most bridges, one of the most famous bridges.
Opened in 1937. If you want some.
Extra.
Yeah, question. Yeah. Question number 7. So, the Explorer's Grand Slam involves climbing the 7 summits and doing what else? The what else is to reach both poles, so the North Pole and the South Pole.
Also known as hell to the no, am I ever doing that?
Same here, but it's pretty incredible when you think about it.
Yeah, definitely. So, to anyone who would want to do that, let alone actually accomplish it, that's pretty impressive.
I was thinking it's incredible if you knew it. Let alone do it.
True.
Now, but yes, it's an incredible achievement. Okay. Question number 8.
Hotel name, 1 point for each. Which are the top 3 biggest hotels in the world in terms of number of rooms? The first is the First World Hotel with 7,351 rooms in Pang.
Yeah.
The second one is the Venetian Resort in Las Vegas. And the third is the MGM Grand / Signature in Las Vegas with 6,852 rooms. The MGM Grand / Signature, basically, the Signature is the same part of the hotel. They just revamped part of it to make it a bit more plush.
And the 2 and 3, they used to be the largest one before the First World Hotel launched. And there's a new one coming, the Abraj Kudai in Mecca in Saudi Arabia, supposed to launch this year for 10,000 hotel rooms.
I'm surprised actually the MBS, the one in Singapore with that pool, isn't one, because when we were there, massive, it felt like an airport. It was just so big.
Yeah, so. I don't know what's more, but I need to brush up my travel knowledge. Okay, Rose. It's okay. It's fine. Question number 9. So this landmark and the city, it's the Mannequin Piss, and it's in Brussels. And in Dutch, that means...
I don't think you need to speak Dutch to figure it out, but...
Little pissing man. Apologies for my French here. And it's just 61 centimeters or 24 inches tall, so it's pretty tiny.
It's a bit like the mermaid in
Copenhagen.
In Copenhagen, yeah. A lot of people just miss it, thinking it's going to be big, or
and
even
it's far.
Yeah.
First time I was looking for it, took me forever to walk and find the right spot as well. It's not like there's so many people around and lights, and it's pretty isolated, but and it's tiny as well. And like the mannequin piece, people tend to steal it or break it or take some bits of it. So anyway.
Come on, people.
Question number 10.
So Iguazu Falls borders which 2 countries? And that is Argentina and Brazil.
Yep, Argentina and Brazil. Brazil. Would love to see it one day, hopefully.
Indeed.
So that's travel. Question round number 3, theater and musicals. Question number 1. So the expression superstitious alternative is used in the theater to wishing someone good luck is break a leg. You break a leg because you can't say good luck to an actor apparently. So
they'd be very upset.
Yeah, no, it's bad luck.
Yeah.
So. Question number 2.
To name the musical. My Shot, The Story of Tonight, and You'll Be Back are songs from which world-acclaimed musical, and it is Hamilton. Also known as the play that I fell asleep in halfway through in the front row.
This is unacceptable. I loved Hamilton.
It was a long week.
We're first row, and the actors could see Katie. She was snoring very loud.
I was not snoring.
No, she wasn't snoring, but it's an amazing show, and there's 2 videos I suggest you watch. One is a video of the writer, Lin-Manuel Miranda, who was invited by the White House in 2009 to do it a cappella. It's amazing. And the other one is the John Krasinski.
He's doing his thing on YouTube called...
He's doing the Some Good News.
Some Good News channel. It's really fun. And then he actually got every single actor to go for this little girl who couldn't go to see the show.
On Zoom.
On Zoom. So
you have to see it. So
worth seeing it if you like
Hamilton fan. Yeah, it's amazing. So check, please. Question number 3. Me?
Yep.
Name the musical. So this is the one and only Book of Mormon. So that's the Book of Mormon. This is probably the most satirical and un-PC show you can see.
Written by the same guys that did South Park. So
Yes.
if you know that, then you're like, oh, makes sense. But actually, strangely, I didn't know it was the guys that did.
We're going to talk about it in two questions.
Okay.
We're going to talk about the other show.
Okay.
There's another show actually which inspired them basically, and we'll talk about it in 2 minutes. And Kelly will share the story. But we saw it twice. That one. It's very fun, but again, very NPC. Too bad.
Which Shakespearean play inspired West Side Story and is the probably most famous play, or one of the most famous plays, which is Romeo and Juliet?
Yes, it is.
And I don't think I've seen it on stage, but I've definitely seen the film.
Yeah. And the film, I think, won 10 Oscars, actually. So
there you go.
Question number 5. So name the musical. So which Andrew Lloyd Webber musical famously features rolling skating actors? And this is Starlight Express. And that's the one where one of your teachers. Or...
If any of you ever watched Family Guy and have seen Starlight Express, I hope, or actually, if you've seen Starlight Express, make sure you Google Family Guy version of Starlight Express, and it is the funniest rendition and makes a lot of sense.
It's pretty funny, actually. Question number 6.
Oh, it's me.
I think it is.
Sorry.
But I can do it.
Windy City. So the answer is Chicago. Christophe did give you a big hint that if you look at the picture in the background, it's there. Basically, Chicago is known as the Windy City, so hopefully that will have helped. But if you want to quickly scribble down your answer for the other one we've given is a similar word play, because now you understand, then there you go. But hopefully you probably got it from the beginning.
I didn't know it was that old. It's from 75, the original production of Chicago. So. Question number 7. So which musical features songs including It Sucks to Be Me, I'm Not Wearing Underwear Today, or am I? And If You Were Gay, and this is the one and only Avenue Q. And that's the one so Katie was referring to.
It's such a good show. So basically the guys that wrote Avenue Q also wrote Book of Mormon, is that right?
So the guy who co-written the music, and the songs, the lyrics for Avenue Q has been hired by the 2 guys from South Park to help with the Book of Mormon. Yeah. Okay. And there's definitely like some kind of, overlap or in terms of style. And
if it comes back to London, I highly recommend Avenue Q. It's like Sesame Street, but not. Obviously, looking at the songs.
It's an explicit Sesame Street, let's put it that way. Question number 8. So the musical here is Miss Saigon, and it's based on the opera Madame Butterfly.
Yep.
So,
Miss Saigon.
Miss Saigon and Madame Butterfly. We'll go quickly
Question
on that one.
number 9. Yes. Name the play. What is the longest running play in the world? And it is The Mousetrap. And Agatha Christie, good old fashioned whodunit mystery. So.
Yeah, it's still in the same theater as well, near Leicester Square, between Leicester Square and Covent Garden. And I used to be based next to it, actually, my first job in London, long time ago, 18 years ago. And it's been more than 66 years, I believe, now. So 28,000 times they played it.
I'm guessing different actors, though.
Quite possibly. The pace is very slow now. It's getting slower and slower. It lasts 5 hours now. No, I'm kidding. Question number 10. Is it?
Go for it.
Okay, so again, a word play. Celebrity is fame. I want to live forever. Okay.
It's a weird film if you've ever seen the film version. Basically, it's a whole bunch of kids just running around singing for like 2 hours straight.
They don't achieve much.
There's no plot.
No, and it's so in the 80s, of course, and the plays from a film actually. Played from a film. Launched in 88, to be precise. So that was the end of the answers.
And now let's get started with the last 2 rounds. I hope you guys are doing well. It'd be great to hear which rounds you thought were easier, harder, better, more fun. Who knows?
Yes, please leave comments.
We check
the chat section. That's
in the
why
chat,
I'm looking
or leave them below, and then we can, when we start doing our research for the next quiz, we can remember what you liked.
Please do so again. So now, round number 4. So 2 more rounds. First one is science for 10 questions. 10 points up for grabs. Much more serious than that.
Yeah, definitely. There's not as many.
There's a problem again in the thing.
Okay, so you're going to have to launch again?
Let's start, yeah.
We're going to start, but there's going to be a little bit of a rejig as well in the meantime.
Sure.
So, question 1, blood type for 1 point.
Yeah. Can you see it?
Nope. Actually, I can. People with which blood group are called universal donors? People with which blood group are called universal donors?
Yeah. So well done, Sarah, for the 10 out of 10. So that's very impressive. We let you
That is brilliant.
That's amazing. We let you just work on that one. In the meantime, I'm just sorting something out, which shouldn't happen because I'm pretty sure everything was all done well, but it's okay. Take a second. So which blood type is the universal donor? It needs to be precise. It's like the full, yeah.
Yeah, it's not just a general guess of a letter. Be precise.
Super precise. Yeah. Very precise people. No, we're not. Don't pay attention to that. That should work. Yes, it is now. Okay, so now
Question number 2.
Question number 2. So, what is measured by a Geiger-Müller counter? So, I repeat. What is measured by a Geiger-Müller counter? It's your type, Sandy. Oh, you're here. Oh, thank you, Sandy, for joining. You're a universal donor. You're very generous. Thank you. We'd like to thank you for your contribution. What is measured by a Geiger-Müller counter?
And it's not yogurt.
It's not like the corner yogurts.
Müller
like
yogurt.
the,
For anyone who's not based in the UK or even Europe, Müller is a big yogurt company, or yogurt.
Yeah, exactly. Katie loves Müller. No, she doesn't even eat them really. But you can also say the Geiger counter. Sometimes
some people just call it the Geiger counter.
Okay, so question number 3.
3. Planet. Which planet is in our solar system that rotates in a clockwise direction? 1 point. Kind of fun little fact that.
Yeah, I didn't know about that actually. I had no clue myself. He's very serious. We don't even know what to say. I'm kidding.
There's no jokes with it.
No, we like to let you think about it. And question number 4, timer. True or false? Babies have around 100 more bones than adults. So yes or no, true or false? Babies have around 100 more bones than adults.
So if you don't know, don't worry. You've got a 50% chance of getting it right. Just
That's correct.
Pick one or the other. But they're so tiny.
I know. And so mushy, like they're flexible. Not that I would like twist them.
Sounds wrong. You don't want to mess around with poor little children.
Yes, they're good. Question number 5.
Name the scale. What scale of 0 to 14 is used to measure acidity and alkalinity? Name the scale for 1 point. What scale of 0 to 14 is used to measure acidity and alkalinity? It's a scale. It's different to the Scoville scale that was in last week's food section.
Tell us if the audio works as well, because
if
spend a lot of attention actually with audio. You know, we've got 2 mics and everything. So.
Alien yogurt.
I know.
That could be the answer.
Question number 6. So, who is the naturalist responsible for the theory of evolution by natural selection? I repeat, so the name of the person for 1 point. Who is the naturalist responsible for the theory of evolution by natural selection? Yeah, we tried to have the best quality and audio and video. Of course, today we had just to fine-tune a few things, but I think we're getting there. Hopefully it looks quite pro-ish. Okay, question number 7.
Diamonds are
forever.
Not. Yeah, I knew that was coming. I knew it was coming. So you need to name the element type for 1 point. Diamonds are mostly composed of what element? Diamonds are composed mostly of what element? So if you, I'm terrible. I never actually did. Is it physics?
periodical
I
elements.
never did the periodic.
Yes, physics.
Yeah, that I never did that table because I
And
didn't
chemistry.
study it. Chemistry, that's it.
Oh.
So if you've done chemistry, you've got a chance by just naming what you can think of.
It's not the most obscure of elements, in all fairness.
No.
Question number 8. So, give us a tree type, please. In its natural form, aspirin comes from the bark of which tree? I repeat for 1 point. In its natural form, aspirin comes from the bark of which tree? I didn't know. I mean, I knew, of course, some trees could emulate or had like some properties, like
yeah.
But I didn't know that specific one. Even
no, I did. I mean, I knew a few plants are.
Yes, and we saw.
We saw them when we were in St. Lucia.
During the answers.
The answers, yes, indeed.
Question number 9.
So back to blood type again. Which blood type is the rarest in humans? Which blood type is the rarest in humans?
So it can't be yours, Sandy.
No. I think there's a possibility it's mine. I'm not sure. I really need to figure out what my blood type is. Especially if it's that.
I know mine, but neither universal donor or receiver.
Yeah.
Not very rare. So the question, and the last question of the round number 4. Please give us the name of the inventor. So who invented the first flushing toilet? I repeat, who invented the first flushing toilet?
It may not be who you think it is.
Nope. There's one.
It's probably
one name
not.
Which comes to my
There's
mind.
One name which a lot of people will probably guess.
Yes.
I think it's the one that's synonymous with the flushing toilet, but it's actually not. So this is one of probably the most tough questions. But
a bit of a tricky question. Yeah.
It may actually be known though to some people if it's been in other pub quizzes or if you've ever watched like QI. I think it was on QI.
Was it?
Yeah, pretty sure. They like to do questions that people think they know the answer to, but it's not.
As obvious as well. So that concludes round 4.
Final round. This is a round you can really make some extra points up because we've got 20 points in this round for you.
Indeed.
And it's music. And we did hear, obviously comments from other people saying obviously we'd prefer to have the actual music rather than lyrics, but...
Unfortunately, actually, YouTube, so they would be straight away flagged and as copyright infringement, and they would delete the video, probably delete the channel and everything, so we can't really do that. Yeah, hopefully we'll find a way or they become a bit more lax in the...
But what we have done is reduce the lyrics questions for now and added more trivia and picture questions to sort of make up for it.
We decided so that Katie will hum them or sing just to give you an idea.
No, we have not decided this. This is not...
Just now.
No, we have not.
Okay, I'll do it.
All right, movie title. You want to go first or me?
All
right, so movie title in the music section. Mike Oldfield's Tubular Bells is the iconic theme song of which popular horror movie? Mike Oldfield's Tubular Bells is the iconic theme song of what popular horror movie? So think of, and it's not, again, not necessarily current day movies, like something that's come out in the last 5 years. It could be a fairly older one, but it is really iconic, actually.
Yeah, it is.
I hate horror films, and I know this, so...
Question number 2. So those are lyrics. So please name the title of the song and the artist. Though nothing will keep us together, we can beat them forever and ever. I repeat. Though nothing will keep us together, we can beat them forever and ever. Try to be as flat as possible, but
I hear it. I hear it in my head when you say it.
So yeah, great song.
So with that one, there's actually 2 artists that you could put down.
I think
there's actually quite a lot, but there's 2 key artists that were quite big with doing the song, the original one, and then one of the remakes. So either one, or if you want to give yourself 2 points for naming both artists, fine.
Question number 3.
So we've got a photo around here. So you need to name the top and the bottom person. Again, using my amazing skills of Photoshop. Combine the 2 people. So 1 point for each. Name the artist. The top portion of the face from the sort of half nose up, and the bottom portion of the face, half nose down.
Yeah. I got the bottom easily, but
you got
the
the
top
bottom.
I was like...
Yeah. I think I struggle with the bottom. I found the top easier, strangely.
I just questioned actually how old that picture was actually from the top.
The top may be,
like,
back in the day, may have a few more gray hairs now, but
yeah.
well known.
Yeah, very well known, both massive stars. So. Question number 4. So, I want to do this one. Okay, see that? Sorry, I need to do that. Yeah, sorry guys. I'm sorry. That's very sweet, actually. Yeah, thank you. It's a compliment actually to Katie's skills. Bless your mum. Seriously, I mean, it's yes, I thought as well. It's well done. Question number 4. So, please give us the artist and the year. Which singers have the most watched Super Bowl halftime show of all time on YouTube? I repeat. So there's 2 singers. Which singers have the most watched Super Bowl halftime show of all time on YouTube?
So it's obviously the same year because they both did it in the same year.
Yeah, they were both on. I mean, you could say they were both on stage together.
So yeah, it's 2 singers, 1 year.
Super Bowl, and it's on YouTube. That's important as well.
Yeah, that's the main thing. It's not we were counting people in the audience at the time.
No, just a broadcast, live.
Yeah, true.
Okay.
Next one.
Question number 5.
5. Song titles. This is the last of the lyrics one. You'll be happy to know if you don't like these ones. But
yes.
Song title and artist each for 1 point. I stuck around St. Petersburg when I saw it. It was
a time for a chant. I'm going to do it.
I killed the Tsar and his ministers. Anastasia screamed in vain. I stuck around St. Petersburg. When I saw it was a time for a change. I killed the Tsar and his ministers. Anastasia screamed in vain.
Very, very famous song.
So famous, I knew the lyrics so well.
Well, not bad. Trivia. So, song title, and artist. So, which song is the most streamed song ever on Spotify? Ever globally. Yeah? Which song is the most streamed song ever on Spotify? Ideally, the title of the song and the name of the artist, please.
So just think of those that you've been hearing a lot.
Yes.
It is probably more recent. It's probably not the Beatles as much as
no. It's Spotify. But we're talking like
Spotify obviously is
artist.
a more recent thing.
It's contemporary, but. Question number 7.
So we've got another picture mashup. I think this one's hopefully easier than the other one, but name the artist, 1 point for each, the top half and the bottom half. You got the top half really quickly.
Yeah,
bottom half
easily. But more bottom half
struggled more with.
No, yes.
I think some of the people watching will get the bottom half faster than the top half, but we'll see. We'll see.
So the 2 musicians, right? Obviously.
And so just let your mom know it's different people. Different people.
Yeah, it's okay. Different people. I think your collage here is a bit less precise.
This one was a little more of a hack job, wasn't it?
Yes. Question number 8. So for 3 points, so 1 point each, please give us the top 3 female artists with the most Grammy Awards. So not nominations, but wins. Wins, sorry. So the top 3... okay. Top 3... I assume that was for the previous collage, yeah? Top 3 female artists with the most Grammy Awards. And that's not an easy question, actually. Yeah.
No.
I think, actually.
I would have named 3 people which were not on the list. So I would have been completely wrong.
Yeah.
But again, they're not people necessarily. They're just current artists. They could be maybe back, a bit younger.
Yeah. And Grammys, they're very US-centric still.
Yeah, they are very US-centric. So.
I'm not sure what happened here. Okay, so, and the question number 9. We're almost there, guys. I know it takes a bit of time. It's you.
Which artist was on the most watched episode of James Corden's popular carpool karaoke series? Which artist was on the most watched episode of James Corden's popular carpool karaoke series? And I think with YouTube, that was the thing that totally launched the whole series.
Yeah.
This artist doing it with him.
It was definitely,
Yeah, it was.
It's a lot of
It's
fun.
very fun.
That
Very
artist is a lot
fun.
of fun.
Really
anyway,
fun. Very fun. I speak really good English.
It's very much fun. It's hilarious. It's a French way. Countdown. So, question number 10, the final question. So, what are the fandom nicknames for the following artists? So, Lady Gaga, Taylor Swift, Ed Sheeran, and Michael Jackson. So, first of all, we mean, for instance, he was an actor, Chris Pine. It's called the Pine Nuts.
So
That's
basically,
the name of
it's
his
the name
fans.
of his fans.
Yeah. So here, the same thing, the names of the fans of Lady Gaga, Taylor Swift, Ed Sheeran, and Michael Jackson. Let's give maybe a few more seconds.
Yeah.
And it's half a point each, but I guess if you feel generous, you can give yourself 1 point each, or if you think it's too difficult.
But that will mess up the whole 70-point
Oh, no,
scheme.
then
So, don't mess with it. But
Yeah.
it's, I think Benedict Cumberbatch, his fans are called
Cumberbitches.
Cumberbitches.
Sorry for our French. But that's the official name of Dominic Cumberbatch fans.
His fans.
Okay, so thank you so much. We're conscious of time. So here now is just a 2-minute break. During that 2 minutes, you're going to see those questions again for those two sections. Yep. And then we're back and we tell you the answers.
And then
we wrap up. Okay? Please bear with us. 2 minutes. Thank you, guys. And welcome back.
Hello.
Thank you for still being with us. I know we're conscious of time, so we appreciate a lot for you spending so much time with us. So now the answers.
And we'll go through them fairly quickly, so you can get back to your
You can
normal
pause
evening.
The stream. You can watch it later.
Watch it later, whatever. Exactly. So round 4 science. Question 1: blood type. People with which blood group are called universal donors, and they are O negative. O negative is the blood type.
Yeah, the negative is important. Always universal, but O negative is the proper answer here. Question number 2. What is measured by a Geiger-Müller counter or Geiger counter? It's radioactivity. I think you wanted to illustrate that noise in movies, living.
If you've seen Chernobyl, it's pretty much the sound that you hear throughout that entire series.
Which is spooky, actually, when you know it was real.
Real, yeah, it's pretty.
It's a great series again, by the way. Emilia Clarke. Seriously.
It's the big mouth. That's the only reason I look like her.
Game of Thrones. Question 3.
3. Planet. Which planet is the only one in the solar system that rotates in a clockwise direction? And it is Venus. Because, women, we go our own way, different to men on Mars.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. Next question. So question...
Sophie, feel free to ask your mum how I look like, actually. anyone, you know. So if it's decently flattering, please. Otherwise, don't. Question number 4: true or false? So babies have around 100 more bones than adults, and it is true. Essentially, it's like 300 bones versus 206 allegedly when you're adults. Question number 5.
Because apparently they fuse together.
Yeah, they've got a lot of cartilage, and then those cartilage fuse and then constitutes the bones you have as an adult.
Exactly. So what scale of 0 to 14 is used to measure acidity and alkalinity? And that is the pH scale.
Yeah. The neutral is water, it's around 7. And things like Coke, like Coca-Cola, so it's around 2.3, 2.4. So acidic is like low. That was the scientific answer actually today. Question number 6. Who is the naturalist responsible for the theory of evolution by natural selection? And it's a good Charles Darwin.
Old Charlie.
Exactly.
Charlie boy.
With his book on the origin of species.
No, that's not right.
Huh?
Where's the next question?
Sorry.
Oh,
Doing
no.
it again. Yeah. It's not us. I mean,
It's
I guarantee you we triple check everything.
It's technology.
I'm so sorry. It's not like we hurried up and we didn't do it properly. It's
technology. It's just not working with us tonight.
No.
So that's our next goal for if you dare even join us next week. Please do. We'll try and make sure this does not happen again.
There's a problem with the software. I don't know why, because everything was set up properly, and for some reason, just like that. Seriously.
So it should be about 5-6 seconds from now that we can get you the next answer.
In worst case scenario, we could read the answer, but it's not.
We could read the answer, but it's not a dramatic effect.
Not quite. Apologies again. That's weird. I've never seen that.
So, coming up very shortly.
That should work. Yeah.
So, all right.
I think so. I'm not sure. It's only 13 responses. Oh my god. Okay. So we were like, yes, Venus. Yes, true. Yes, scale. Yes.
That one, and here we go. Question 7. Sorry for delay. Element type. 1 point. Diamonds are mostly composed of what element? And that is carbon.
Carbon indeed. So question number 8 in science. In its natural form, aspirin comes from the bark of which tree? This is the white willow tree.
Yep. And when we were in, I think it was St. Lucia, we went to some farm and they had all the plants labeled, and we thought it was hysterical because you saw like paracetamol, aspirin, and we were thinking, interesting. Calprol, Vicks Vapor Rub.
Pretty much.
No, not quite.
Not quite. Question number 9.
Which blood type is the rarest in humans? And that is AB negative, and less than 1% people. 1% of population
globally apparently are AB negative.
Yeah.
And question number 10. The name of the inventor, so that was a tricky question. Who invented the first flushing toilet? Alexander Cumming got the first patent in 1775, so he's the one who invented it, like the sophisticated flushing toilet.
But if you put Sir Thomas Crapper, obviously there is a reason his name has evolved. It was because he did the first commercial flushing toilet, the one that really got well known.
One of the first, commercially viable. And he added as well, he improved the system. So
exactly.
The proper answer is
so if you want to give yourself half a point, no one's policing you, go for it if you put that as the answer.
Yeah. And last but not least, the music round. And I might have to load more slides in a second because of a technical issue. Question number 1. Mike Oldfield's Tubular Bells is the iconic theme song of what popular horror movie? It's The Exorcist.
Yeah.
The Exorcist. And it's extremely famous. I mean, if you heard it once, you probably remember it all the time. It's from 73, I believe. Question number 2.
2. Can you start loading it?
Yeah.
Question 2. Song title and artist 1 point. Though nothing will keep us together, we can beat them forever and ever. And the answer is Heroes as the song. Yeah. And the artists are David Bowie was the original, but also the other group was called the Wallflowers. They did a big hit, certainly in the 90s. I don't know if it was as big in the UK. It was very big in the US. And fun fact with the Wallflowers is that the lead singer is called Jacob Dylan, and he is actually the son of Bob Dylan, who did that song. So bear with us for a second. We're trying to rejig this thing again to get the next answer up. We'll be with you
And then we'll be done.
shortly. And then we'll be done. And then you'll be done. And I'm so sorry for all these.
Please still bear with us, and please, hopefully you liked it and you still come back next week.
Yeah, sorry for the delay.
Week after week. It's just a weird thing I've never seen after all the tryout we did, and that works. Okay. Shouldn't be judged by, the technical issues, but it's how you deal with those technical issues. Hopefully. So question number 3. So the artist here at the top, you've got Dr. Dre at the top, and you've got 50 Cent. So no, it's not the same bloke.
But yeah, it's two very famous rappers now, obviously big music producers as well, Dr. Dre and 50 Cent.
I still think Dr. Dre's picture might be a long time ago. I don't know.
He may have aged.
I'm sure he still looks good, but he's older now. It's like more than 50. So anyway, very well done if you found both. Yeah, Miss 50 Cent was easy, Dr. Dre wasn't. But
so question 4, artist for 1 point and year for another point. Which singers have the most watched Super Bowl halftime show of all time on YouTube? And it is J-Lo and Shakira, and that was this year, 2020.
Yeah.
We have no anecdotes for that. Watch it. It was fun.
Apparently they had like 1,300 complaints, I think, so it's a bit raunchy again. Not as much as Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson, like years ago.
Her shirt flew open.
She had the star issue there. Question number 5. So the lyrics: I stuck around St. Petersburg when I saw it was a time for a change. I killed the Tsar and his ministers. Anastasia screamed in vain. This is Sympathy for the Devil by the Rolling Stones. I believe it's from 1968. I love that song, yeah. Very, very good song. Question number 6.
6, song title and artist. Which song is the most streamed song ever on Spotify? And it is our ginger friend Ed Sheeran with Shape of You. And good song. Got it on my little running playlist.
Very good song, yeah. It's like 2.4 billion times. And the second one is just at 1.8 billion
But it does sound a lot like when you first hear the beginning of it, it sounds like Sia's song, Cheap Thrills.
Well, hers sounds like his, or his sounds like her? That's the question.
Who knows?
The second is Rockstar by Post Malone, and it's just 1.8 billion times. So, talking about stupid numbers here. Question number 7. So, at the top, you've got Kurt Cobain, so the late frontman of Nirvana, and at the bottom, you've got Justin Timberlake, so JT is at the bottom. Yeah, I found it eventually, but to me, Kurt Cobain was quite easy.
And question 8.
Yes.
Artists, 1 point for each. Top 3 female artists with the most Grammy Awards. Alison Krauss with 27. Beyonce, 24. And Aretha Franklin with 18.
It's not necessarily what I would have guessed.
I would have guessed. I thought Adele
Taylor
would
Swift,
be in there.
maybe.
Taylor Swift. Yeah, who knows?
And Alison Krauss, I didn't know her. She's not old. She was born in 1971, and she's got 42 nominations.
But you have to be into the whole country, bluegrass country music world. Then you probably know who she is.
Exactly. Question number 9. So the name of the artist, which was on the most watched episode of James Corden's popular Carpool Karaoke series.
Well done.
Wow.
Well done.
Is the one and only
country fan.
Adele, with more than 200 million views, which is the top for James Corden's series. And we recommend, actually, to watch a video with Adele and Ellen DeGeneres.
Oh, Ellen just,
on YouTube, it's called Ellen in Adele's Ear.
And it's quite funny.
It's hysterical.
I think because Adele just has no worry or fear or shame. She's like, I'm just going to do this for laughs, and it's very funny if you want to watch it.
She directs Adele in a shop. I mean, she says some stupid things. It's really hysterical. You are not. Okay, and the last one. So last but not least.
One. So, what are the fandom nicknames for Lady Gaga, Taylor Swift, Ed Sheeran, and Michael Jackson? And they are 1, Little Monsters for Lady Gaga, Swifties for Taylor Swift, Cheerios for Ed Sheeran, and Moonwalkers for Michael Jackson. So well done if you got any of those.
Very well done.
I would not have gotten those at all. Maybe Moonwalkers I could have guesstimated.
Well, Lady Gaga. No?
Little Monsters? I don't
It's too
know.
much fun. Okay. Maybe not.
I don't know.
My God, look at the monkey.
Oh, she's out for the count.
Monkey's
Anyway.
in the corner. You never put monkey in the corner.
Anyway,
thank you so much for your help,
and
for being
for bearing
here.
with us with all the crazy technical things. We need to get these sorted out. We will. We promise.
We'll get there. Hopefully the quality and the audio and everything will be top notch. Hopefully you still liked it and it's fun and the format you appreciate. Please, if you did, so please give us a like.
And if you have comments,
share.
The more comments are better for us because then we stand out on YouTube and more people want to watch us.
Yeah.
And thank you so much.
And suggestions, of course, as well for us to be
Tell
better.
us what you want us to do next. If you liked rounds from last week more, or if you have different rounds you want us to do, we will listen.
Yep. And now we thank you and we see you next week. Hopefully same time, 8 p.m. BST every Wednesday.
Thanks so much, guys.
Thank you very much. Take
Bye.
care, guys. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.